Hello guys and welcome to round number 2 of the League of Europe with the lads of D4 here for the Bahrain Grand Prix. In the commentary booth is myself, I've been Mike, joined as always with Ton. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine, but I've just noticed we've got people leaving, so that I've disconnected. Who knows?
Yes, I've noticed that as well. This might
Uh,
be a lobby restart. Now this is
yeah, I
this is
think I
why
think lobby's crashed.
yeah. Things
Uh,
you love to see.
Everything but this.
I don't know.
Uh,
Sometimes you do love to see a lobby crash, but you know that's usually
I mean,
when you're in a
it's fine
multiplayer
for us.
lobby.
Again, it's fine for us commentating.
Yeah,
It's
you know
no
we
different
can
stuff,
just
really.
chat the breeze, like, you know, how are you doing anyway, bud?
Yeah.
How was your day?
My day's been alright. How's yours been?
You know, a bit up and down. You know, there was a nasty curb. You know,
Was the car bullying you?
do you know what? The council left it there.
They're always leaving things lying around, aren't they?
I know.
Oh, look at those
So
amazing times that people definitely set.
incredible scenes here in qualifying. Look at that.
Yeah, and
There's an attempt.
Jasper's just said in the stream chat that he needed to restart, so just wait on that
Don't
getting
worry,
back up.
Jasper. Don't worry, Jasper. We just saw then the fantastic qualifying there. It was less than a tenth between everyone. That's the kind of close qualifying we love to see.
Oh no, error, there's not enough people to start a race all because there's only Muppin still here.
Right. Yeah, that was my phone going. It's probably Smitsky telling me what's happening.
Nah, it was the two chats stream starting, I think.
Hmm. But hello to Teen Wolf and Frankie in the chat. And everyone else in the chat, how are you doing? We're just waiting for a invite to the new lobby.
Wait, what? Apparently Cloudy brought out a safety car during quali.
I have been disconnected from the session
Yeah, I
altogether.
got that as well.
Unbelievable scenes here from Codemasters.
I wonder when they're going to change their name.
Cloudy brought out the safety car in quali.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to see. I'm good. I am Team Wolf. You know, all good in the hood, as we like to say.
Ah, and apparently that Frankie is Jasper's dad.
Frankie is the biggest supporter that we have in the chats.
Oh, it's always good for people to have supporters in the chat.
Good start to the stream. Yeah, Hardy.
Nothing better to start a stream than total lobby failure.
You know, sometimes it's gotta happen. You know, Rome was not built in a day. They're built in anticipation, you. We are going to be treated to an absolute spectacle.
Yeah, but you say Rome wasn't built in a day, but Rome also didn't fall down when they were trying to build it.
I bet you it did. I bet you it did a few times. Oh, there was wrong settings in the setting. That's why it had to be restarted. I accidentally just pulled my my headset out.
I was wondering why I was hearing static.
Yeah.
I mean, it always seems to be the two of us that get the interesting things to commentate over, like lobbies dying.
I mean, it's just great content. It really is.
Yeah, this is just the peak of content that you can find in the League of Europe.
Frankie, I wish I could have a pint right now. I really do.
I mean, I would if I drank beer.
Yeah. I still can't believe that. The Scotsman not drinking beer. Unbelievable.
I mean, Mac has just put a good point in chat. If this happens in about 6 weeks, we could just talk about the Six Nations.
Yeah. And Wales on their way to another Grand Slam victory.
Nah, it's obviously going to be Scotland, mate.
How
Nah,
can it be
actually, what-
Scotland?
what-
You lost to Japan. You got knocked out in
Yeah.
the group stage.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, Wales got knocked out in the group stage 2007 when we
Yeah.
got out of the Grand Slam in 2008.
Nah, but it's obviously going to be Italy getting a Grand Slam in the Six Nations this year.
Italy are looking good, but come on, that's not right off Italy. They're looking sharp.
And I mean, someone has to come last. It just so happens that it's usually Italy. Nothing against them, it's just a difficult competition.
Yep. Sport was created in England. It was embraced and established well in Wales, and then it was perfected by the New Zealanders.
It looks like we're finally getting ready to restart qualifying then.
Well, the good thing is that this happened before qualifying started, so
Yeah.
it's all good. I was rooting for you, sorry mate. Yeah, Ghost, sometimes, the council just left a nasty curb on the corner. I mean, they really need to sort that out. They really do.
For a sign up or something.
Yeah. Warning. Curb up ahead. Could be hazardous. But here we go. We're getting into the getting into qualify. It's a 3-lap race. No, it's qualifying.
I came,
It came up lap 1 of 3.
On mine it said lap 1 of 29. They're just gonna do a race so they can qualify. Now hopefully that's the last of the issues that we have.
Yep, as we
No
got
matter
people,
how entertaining they are.
as we got people setting their engines up and their setups getting all sorted, ready to go out. And let's have a look at the choices of tyre.
Surprisingly, there's people choosing the soft tyre. Which is a
Yes,
bit
Maka being one
weird.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the two cars currently on track
Yeah,
are both
I'm
on
loving.
softs. Yeah. Interesting choice. And we've got in the chat saying Ghost for pole.
I want Ghost to do well after last week. I mean, he gave us such an entertaining race last week.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a bit weird for one of the drivers to be basically rooting in the chat for another driver to get pole. So it's like you meant to be cocky all the time and say you're gonna get pole yourself.
I mean, there's no points for pole position, so I mean, I think Smitsky, he can support anyone. But anyway, we're going to talk about some of the tricky corners here on this circuit. Obviously, turn 1 can be quite tricky, quite tight as well, difficult to get the traction down, and sometimes you lose it in turns 2 and 3. Obviously we got the infamous turn 10, very easy to lock up and go wide, as we're going to stay on board with Maka. He does hit the curb, that's going to slightly unsettle him, but he's kept it together nice. He does have a car right behind him though. He's gonna have to.
He's got Ghost right behind him.
Okay, so
Ghost shouldn't really be too close to him because we're on different tyres.
But we're on the run up now to the infamous turn 10. How's Marco gonna deal with this? He deals with it not bad. Could have got the turn in a little bit better, but you know he'll know that for the next time he goes out. As he runs through turn 11, around turn 12. I'm staying on board with Marca because what's called, there is a rule that you can't go too wide on the exit at turn 13, and Marca, last time he got told a rule that he can't abuse a corner. He ended up getting disqualified from Japan because of it. Here he goes now to the line. It's a 28.4, and Ghost will be right behind with a 30.6, ahead of Keyone with a 30, and then we got Raj with a 29.9, and Ryan B
with a 30 flat.
That's incredibly flat. That is the flattest 130 you're ever going to see.
It's the most zeros I've seen in person's lap time.
I wish I saw that many zeros in the scratch card I bought earlier. But, yeah, you know, I was upset, but at least I won my money back. So again, the first set of times in now. Who have we got coming to the line? We got LSC with a 29.8, and Jasper going quicker with a 29.7. So Jasper on target right now.
Yeah,
some good pace.
Good pace there from LFC as well. Someone his pace can be quite temperamental, as history shown that. Yeah, he often sets quite good quality times though.
Yeah, isn't this one of LFC's one of his better tracks?
I believe it is, yes. I'm not 100% certain though.
Cause I can't remember whether it was last season or the season before where LFC was mentioned as doing very good around Bahrain.
I can't remember.
I mean, I wish I could remember, but my brain doesn't work like that. We got Jasper coming to the line again to start another flying lap, so we're going to stay on board with the man in the Haas. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, but we're going to stay on board with the Haas.
Interestingly, Ibo has decided to go out on medium tyres. It's an even more interesting choice than going out on the softs.
Do you know what I wonder? I wonder if a few people forgot to choose the harder tyre strategy option because of the restart to the lobby.
Possibly. Either that or some people just don't want to go for that, go for the hard to medium strategy, maybe. Or mediums hards even.
Well, we did see earlier that you know, softs to hards can work. So you know, they might be onto something.
Can work.
We got Jasper now on the run down to the final corner. He has got a bit of a ERS to play with. He's gone down into 0, so I think he might be aborting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's aborted it, and he was only 2.5 tenths down, so I don't know.
Possibly
I think he might
invalid.
have. Yeah, possibly. Kratos has got a DRS failure in qualifying. That is a bad one, especially around here with 3 DRS zones.
Yeah, but I don't actually know how much time you gain on a quali lap from DRS.
Yeah, it depends on what track. I mean, this one is a bit of it's a power circuit, really, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but at the same time, DRS on its own isn't all that strong, right? Because in races, its main strength comes from doubling that up with slipstream.
Hmm. We're gonna go on board with someone who could possibly be setting some times, as Ryan B is having a little bit of a race with Muppin down into turn 1.
Yeah, I was just watching it as well. It's not what you
It's not
expect to see in
ideal.
qualifying. No. I mean, better place to do it than Sector 2, at least.
Well, let's see how Ryan B does compared to his time. He is a 10th up, so. Actually, he's on the softs. He's on the softs.
He's not allowed to improve his time. We can't get rid of that perfect 1 minute 30.
Well, he could get a 29 flat.
Yeah, but the chances of 2 laps in a row both being exactly on the second is quite slim.
Look, I believe.
And it's
However,
obviously going to happen then.
I'm not sure why Ryan B went from the hards to the softs.
Unless it's just because he saw Maka set that time on the softs.
Right, he's 1.3 up, which should put him around where Marker is. However, he at the moment is on for second, so he'll be knocking Jasper down into third. Nah, he's coming into the pits.
Unless he's just killing time.
I think that might be it. As Marker goes
gone even
a bit
faster.
quicker.
Yeah. We still got 2 cars yet to set a lap time. And Muppin and Dave. With Muppin just having started a flying lap and Dave just leaving the pits.
Yep, and Ryan into the pits now, so I guess as everyone's going to be coming into the pits soon, as we got Smitsky on it looks like he's gearing up for a lap. No, he's actually on a lap. I got distracted. Sorry, guys.
One of us getting distracted? That never happens.
Oh, look! A light! But Smitsky is slightly up on his time, so we'll stay on board with the Ferrari driver just to see what he's going to be able to accomplish on this lap. I'd say he's definitely got some time to gain. I know from practice sessions he has been in the 29s on hards. And he's up by 4 tenths, so he is on course for that.
If he's up by 4 tenths, that means he's on for somewhere up in the top 5, actually. Just how close the grid is at the time being.
And here he comes to the line. That's a 29.6, so apart from Jasper, who did improve on his time, we didn't actually see it, but Jasper improved to a 29.1. Smitsky right now the second fastest hard runner. As LFC, okay, right, game. Let me go up to Jasper and LFC.
I just have to scroll down to get to them.
Honestly, what are we doing here? But yeah, you know, a good time there from LFC. I do think though that he's going to be under some pressure from Jasper, Smitsky, and Calvin and Kieran and Raj, especially when they chuck on the medium tyres. Ryan B as well if he gets a good lap in.
Yeah, it's just I think that just based on tyres alone, the mediums are about half a second, 6 tenths faster than the hard tyres, something like that. So, I mean, looking at the time compared to Jasper's, it shouldn't take much for Jasper to beat LFC at least.
Well, I think the excuse me. I think obviously the big question was how perfect was that first lap on the hards for these guys?
So, Jasper setting a 29.1 is a pretty quick lap. And I mean, the people that have put quite a few laps in on hard tyres they've got more of a warm-up for doing their medium run than people that just done 1 or 2 laps.
Smisky just said in the chat that him and Jasper gave each other the toe. I mean, it's terrible, you know, these Ferrari teams are teaming up together. It's disgraceful.
What's this? Ferrari teams with inter-team team orders, that's never happened before.
Yeah. It's almost as if the Haas car is essentially a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari B team or something. Like.
Yeah. What engines do the Haas use again?
It's Ford, I think.
Oh yeah,
Pretty sure it's Ford.
Yeah. Same engine from the Ford GT, isn't it?
I mean,
we're just waiting now
modern
for...
Ford GT is a V6, so...
Just waiting now for these guys to come out on their flying, well, come out on their final set of tyres.
Just watching Ryan come around the last corner on his medium tyres, set a lap. He sets a 128.5.
It's a good lap from Ryan.
Yeah, only 3 tenths behind what Maka done on the soft tyre.
Craigie jumped up in the 9th then.
Yeah, that's good from him.
What about Ghost? So he comes to the second sector split. He's up by just under a second, so it's going to be a low 29, maybe a high 28. As LFC has chucked on the set of the soft tyres. Here comes Ghost Recon around the final corner. Opens DRS and goes up into 4th for the 28.9.
Well, with Ghost time there, he can probably expect to drop. Looking at the times, honestly, a fair few positions. Because of how tight this grid is tonight.
Yeah, the good thing is for Ghost, he can have a cooldown lap and possibly go again.
Yeah.
So Ghost does have the time for that cooldown lap, as we got pretty much everyone out on the track right now, apart from Marco, who's retired in the pits, and Slayer, who is yet to get out and will not get out because that is session over for him.
Yeah, I know it's not incredibly relevant, but I was just looking through the tyre charts and I was surprised when I saw that Muffin is out on 4-lap old softs.
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
with how things are for the time being, it's not like he's going to be starting on those tyres anyway.
Hey, I believe in Muppin. Muppin can get pole position. Muppin and Ibo are the ones to keep your eyes on. I want Ibo to win. I really do.
I think everyone wants it both to win at least partially. If
It
they
will
say
be
otherwise, they're lying.
it'll be the moment of the season.
That would be the best moment in the entire league's history now and forever.
Obviously, you know, the best thing about 2019 was Avengers Endgame. 2020 could be Ibo getting the win.
Yeah, it's just the biggest thing in world news.
The most ambitious crossover you have ever seen. Now, unfortunately for Smitsky, he's got a bit of traffic in front of him in the racing point of Muppin. And of course, if Muppin is on a flying lap, he doesn't have
Ryan
to
be
get
up
out of the way.
second.
Yeah, good
Ryan
lap
be
there
up
from
second,
Ryan B.
128.4.
And
He's
Raj,
instantly beaten by Raj.
yep, a little bit of contact made there with Smitsky and Muppin. And Muppin's slipstreaming, he's trying to go back down the inside. That's Smitsky's lap run.
Yeah.
As we got Ryan coming to the line now, any improvement on his time? No, he's just under a tenth off. Kieran gets up into sixth. Ghost Recon improves by about a tenth, so he's in seventh right now. Smitsky's lap is ruined, as we know.
Yeah, we've got Jasper coming up to finish his lap now.
LFC.
LC
on
goes
pole.
full. Yeah.
But Jasper gets up in the fourth place, so that's an important one to notice. And Dave gets ahead of Smitsky.
And that's that.
Okay, so an interesting quality session, to say the least. Muppin thinking that qualifying is actually the race. You know, we saw him challenge Ryan B at the turn 1, and then challenge Smitsky on the final flying lap.
We've got Smitsky in the chat saying he's more like Muppet.
Hey, look, Smitsky, you can't go taking my insults. Yeah, very good lap there from you, Jasper.
And
of course,
apparently Muppin messed up 2 of Smitsky's laps, not just 1.
Oof. So, right,
so
we got
I'm
LFC.
Guessing the stewards will get involved in that.
Yeah, that'll be something to have a look at from the stewards. So we got LFC on pole with a 27.9 on the soft tyres. Marker alongside, also on the soft tyres. Then our first lot of the medium runners are going to be Raj in third, Jasper fourth, Ryan B fifth, Mir Ryan in sixth, Kieran in seventh, Ghost Recon eighth, Don Steering ninth, Calvin Christian in 10th, and then outside the top 10 we got Dave, Smitsky, Cloudy Cloud, Craigie, Slayer, Ibo and Muppin rounding out the grid with free choice of tyre compound. As Ghost Recon in the chat saying he sucks at this track. You don't, Ghost. Remember last season, you got a point. You got a point, yeah. Granted, you jinxed me, but you got a point. You actually did jinx me as well. It was unbelievable.
Maybe that's why you got the point.
It was instantly, as soon as he said all he needs is one more person to DNF, and that's it, my back end just went. He spoke it into existence. Ghost Recon is a wizard. But we are here waiting for everyone to perfect their strategies to get ready for this race. So there is a formation lap. It does exist.
Yeah. I was going to say otherwise Jasper would have just jumped the start by a mile.
Okay, right. This is interesting. Smitsky has opted for the soft compound.
That's a interesting call. And only Ebel went for the hard, surprisingly.
Yeah. Now the hards here, I think, are the best race tyre to be on.
But the hards are easily the best tyre to be on.
Yeah.
Because they last for ages and they don't really lose any pace.
Nah, in fact, you actually gain pace on them the longer you go on them.
Yeah, so everyone but Ebo, Smitsky, Maka and LSE on the medium tyre.
Soft tyre.
Yeah, I said everyone but them. The people that I named are on mediums.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
So, who are the ones you
it's
reckon?
that cough.
Huh?
That cough stopping hearing things.
Yeah, you might be right. But, yeah, who are the ones you reckon are the guys to keep an eye on? Obviously, we're going to have Smitsky coming through on the softs early on.
You know, looking at people's quali paces, I'd say the front three guys that qualified on mediums.
I don't know, May
But
Ryan
then,
wasn't that far
obviously,
off.
I was going to say, obviously, the whole grid wasn't split by much, so it's going to be tough to call who's going to do well in this one.
Okay, so we got LFC now just leading everyone to the end of the formation lap.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see.
Everyone playing the game of how slowly they can go in the formation lap.
I was going to say it's going to be interesting to see if LFC and Maka can pull a gap early on.
You know, if they can, their strategy is not entirely going to work.
Well, around about lap 11, I think, is when it's time to pit from the source. But you could probably get away with lap 9, lap 10. But here we go now, getting ready for 5 red lights to start off round number 2 of season 3 here in LOE for D4, and we're underway, and it's a great start there from Jasper, who has already got a bit of a jump on Raj. We're going to have a little look down the field. Jasper having a look down the inside of Maka. He does get a jump on Raj, and that is Ryan around after hitting the side pod of Ryan. As we got Muppin going off.
Oh no.
Muppin making contact with someone. Yellow flags in sector 1. We got Dave falling down as we got a Haas in the wall. I thought it was a Renault for a second.
Yes, that's cloudy cloud.
A lot of side pod spinning at the moment.
Yeah, and during all that, LSC already managed to make a pretty much 2-second gap.
Yeah, and I think Mark has made a mistake somewhere because Jasper's got through.
Yeah.
Ryan B's looking around the outside. And we got behind them Ghost and Raj side by side. Ghost getting the inside line and is going to be ahead. Mark stays ahead of Ryan B for the time being. So Jasper leading the way for the medium runners. However, it is still relatively close, but LFC got a lovely gap to play with right now.
Yeah, LFC's got a great gap there, but Markov will be cursing himself for the mistakes that let Jasper get past, because him sitting behind Jasper in those medium tyres isn't helping his race out at all.
Yeah, I wonder if it was well, it definitely was the exit at turn 10 when Marka got passed by Jasper. But I wonder if he just kind of lost the back end in the break-in. Because it's easily done as we got some moves going on. Craig getting past Don steering wheel. Don steering wheel with the switchback. Gets back through. Don actually with front wing damage. I just noticed.
Yeah, he's missing his left side end plate.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say right now for Don, it's not the end of the race. You know, there's still plenty of time for you to get back into this race, as Tan will say himself, because he was able to do it earlier.
Can we not talk about that though?
Hey, look, right, you had a very bad race and you still managed to get 2 points out of it, right? You know, there's no arguing it. You know, it's not over until it's over. But right now, Jasper and Mac are gapping Ryan B as Ghost Recon's looking to have a look around the outside of the final corner. Little bit of contact there with him and Ryan. DRS now being enabled. Ghost trying down the inside. I saw Raj breaking late to try and hang it around the outside.
Contact yet again.
And Raj has front wing damage, I've only just noticed. Kieran picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Quite early to be getting a penalty from multiple warnings.
Oh, Ghost is around.
Oh, good round.
And he's collected Raj
Calvin
and Kieran.
And Calvin, who has now lost both of his end plates.
Oh, it was Calvin, was it?
Yeah.
Oh no, Kieran does have wing damage as well, so I was kind of right.
Yeah, and I think it collected Raj as well because he's got more wing damage.
Yeah, I did. Raj was the first one to hit him, I think. And Ryan B has also got wing damage, so I'm guessing Ghost and Ryan B collided in turn 4. Ghost got spun around.
Yeah.
Ryan lost his left end plate and it inadvertently affected Raj, Calvin and Kieran.
Yeah, well, with that happening, it's basically a godsend for the guys that are in the top 3 right now. They're 3 seconds clear of everyone else, and that gap's probably going to increase.
Well, looking at it right now, you know, Maka and Jasper have a 3.5 second gap to Ryan B, who has pretty much a 2.5 second gap to Kieran, who also has wing damage. Don in 7th has wing damage. Smitsky, does Smitsky have wing damage? I think Smitsky is the first runner behind Maka that has a full front wing. As we got Ryan going down the inside of Craigie, gets that move done. So really we're looking at the gap from Maka to Smitsky, because that's the actual gap right now.
So all these guys, even if they hang out this stint without pitting early, they're still going to lose time to everyone behind them when it comes to pit stops.
Yeah, and it's going to be important for Smitsky to get past his teammate ASAP. Because Smitsky on those softs means he's going to be pitting relatively early, and Don isn't going to want to, you know, extend his stint to such an extent and then end up having to hold up his teammate in the pits.
You know, Smitsky looking up the inside of the final corner on his teammate, but there's nothing happening there.
Nah, he's been wise by the way. He's got DRS, easy move to make there. And
but you're saying easy move, but Don steering wheel was keeping up with him there, and Ryan just followed Smitsky through. Easy as you like.
Right, I just want to point out as well that Ghost Recon did not get any wing damage, so I'm guessing Ryan hit the side pod of Ghost Recon and he got wing damage and accidentally spun Ghost.
Yeah, can't tell though, so Just have to wait and see if people complain about it, and then work out a picture from that. Yellow flags is the 2.
Yep, more
Or...
yellows.
Oh, Cloudy Cloud has done.
Sector 2 and 3.
Yeah, Cloudy Cloud's letting lap cars past now. Lots of lap cars.
I'm not sure if Cloudy Cloud knows this, but when you're being lapped, you ghost.
Look, we've now got a three-way battle going for 6th position between Raj, Smitsky and Ryan.
Yep, and Raj has front wing damage, so it's not going to be easy for Raj to try and keep hold of his position as Cloudy has retired.
Okay, so they're in the pits. Smitsky now closing right up onto the back of the Renault of Raj. You want to try and make this move quickly.
And Ryan sneaks down the inside. A lovely little bit of optimistic thinking there from Ryan to just nip it down the inside of the Ferrari.
Yeah, just shows Smitsky obviously paying more attention to what was going on ahead of him than behind him, and that's cost him one position here. Also, a bit further back, we've got Ghost Recon fighting with Craigie for 10th.
Yep, Ghost Recon in full recovery drive mode right now. However, as I said, with Ghost not getting front wing damage, he might be able to actually catch up to these guys.
And Ryan looking up the inside of Raj at the final corner. Just slows both of them down and might get Smitsky the run.
Yeah, this is going to be free wide.
Yeah.
Actually not. Scrap that. Raj has dropped back because Smitsky and Ryan both have DRS. And
Smitsky
he
up
is
the inside.
Going to go down the inside.
Ryan's
still there. And in the background we saw Ghost Recon getting past Craigie. So Ryan and Smitsky getting past Raj, the man who won the Australian Grand Prix in quite a dominating fashion last week. This week, down in 8th.
Yeah, so it's definitely not been Raj's race so far, but still got 20 odd laps to go, so anything can still happen. Smitsky now seems to be dropping off the back of Ryan, so
yeah,
it would appear that the I was also looking at the gap between Jasper and LFC at the front has come down quite significantly.
Yep. Yeah, these soft tyres are starting to go as LFC is in the pits.
I wonder if Smitsky will copy the Toro Rosso driver here. And no, he does not.
Now, LFC going for a 2-stop.
That's
chucked on the mediums.
It's an interesting call from the LFC there. And we've got Slayer going into the pits from a set of mediums. Bit of an early stop.
Yeah, I think Slayer might have front wing damage. Yeah, he's getting his front wing changed. But Slayer should be able to make it to the end on those hards. However,
yellow flag comes out to 2 and 3. As Muppin is round at turn 13, is that? Yeah.
It's not been a good day for Muppin so far.
No, but he still seems to be keeping with it, so Or maybe
Yeah.
not. Chances. I mean, he's got wing damage, so he might just be going to repair that.
I tell you what, it is interesting, but I would have thought Ryan and Smiskey would have caught up to Kieran and Raj a bit quicker than this.
I mean, they're catching up decently quickly. In the last couple of laps, they've made up over a second. So they are definitely gaining by a decent amount. You've also got to remember that everyone's tyres at this point are going to be getting a bit touchy, so... Dom's steering wheel now, going into the pits.
Yeah, Don also had a bit of front wing, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has a wing change. As Ghost and LFC having a bit of a battle.
You know, Ghost, LFC, even as he's been fighting at the front, will want to be clearing whatever traffic he comes across as quick as possible. And that was a brilliant little undercut from him.
Yeah, lovely little switchback.
And Kieran has disconnected.
I
Which is
think
just let his teammate Ryan pass really easy, and Snitsky's got past as well.
Didn't that happen last week in Australia?
Yes, it did, and it also happened in the pre-season race, which is what cost Kieran the win.
And he's joined back. He's going to have to take control of his car.
It just depends on how long it is before the game lets him take control of his car.
I just saw Ryan up on the curb on the exit of turn 13, the corner that I've been warned about.
Now we've got Mako now pulling into the pits.
Yeah,
Laps later than LFC, so it'll be interesting to see where Mako comes out in relation to the Toro also.
He's put on a set of mediums, so Maka also,
well, I would say.
Yeah, also opting for the two-stop.
And LFC well ahead of Mako still.
Yeah, this is quite interesting, because you got guys pitting now for the hards, and the guys that have started on the soft tires are pitted for the mediums.
Yeah.
Oh, Kieran and Raj into the pits now, so they're going to be wanting to cut through the field as quickly as possible. As Muppin is being lapped by Ryan and Smitsky.
As they are seems to be another driver that doesn't realise that he's ghosting as he has a lap car.
I think it was Muppin the first time around as well.
Was it? Oh yeah. Oh well.
You got Ryan B coming into the pits. Mayor Ryan following him in.
Yeah.
Along with
Muppin
Smisky.
almost following them in. Yeah, so
okay,
Smitsky last of the soft runners pit, and Smitsky's going on to hard tyres.
Good call there from Smisky. Yeah. And both of them jumping Ryan B, because Ryan B had to have a front wing change.
There's only 3 drivers yet to pit, being Jasper, Ghost Recon and Ivo. Jasper being out 20 seconds clear of LSC. But if LFC can keep up the pace that he's showing so far in this race, it's possible, even with a 2-stop, that he might still win this.
Well, here's the thing, he needs to put the pace down now, and he needs to take advantage of the fact that Jasper will be on the hard tyres early on.
Yeah.
He is going to drop behind Jasper when they make their second pit stops. There's no denying
definitely
that.
going to happen.
But that fresh rubber on that final stint, it might be enough for him to catch back up to Jasper. But here we go, Jasper into the pits.
Yeah. And it also depends on what tyre LFC chooses
He's got to
when he
go
goes
hards.
into the stops.
LFC running very wide on the exit of the final corner.
LFC retaking the lead.
Yeah, and it looks like Maka's going to get a jump on Jasper.
Yeah. Not quite.
No, not quite. However, Maka will have DRS and the faster
medium
compound.
tyres. Yeah. Ghost Recon also going into the pits. No, it's just Ibo that hasn't pitted yet. With Raj setting fastest lap for a race. 132.1 on his fresh hard tyres.
Ghost in the chat saying that Ryan B was racing a bit dirty with him like Jasper did last week. I mean, it's something for the stewards. I mean, we didn't have any eyes on it, so we can't comment on it.
Yeah, we can't comment on something we didn't see. So if you've got a problem with anything that's happened, just shoot it to the stewards. It's their job to deal with anyone's complaints.
Interestingly enough, though, Ghost has managed to get out in front of Raj.
Yeah, probably not too happy with himself coming out of the pits and straight into a battle, however.
Yeah, as we got Ibo getting past Ibo and Calvin Christian battling, and then behind them they got Kieran, Dave, and Ghost.
Yeah, Calvin Christian running wide and getting passed by Kieran and Dave.
I think Dave
both at turn 13
just went straight into the back of
Dave looking up the inside. Calvin even looking up the inside of Dave at turn 1.
Ghost around the outside. I think that was contact.
Yeah, Calvin tapped into the back of Ghost, then got tapped in the back because of that by Raj and almost spun his car. Did well to save that.
Yes, I know how lethal that curve is. You don't want to be hitting that a bit too wrong.
Yeah, and Ibo now dropping outside of the top 10. Being only person that started on the hards, he's still doing quite well, surprising. Since everyone knows on fresher tyres than he is.
Yeah, but the thing is that I think Ibo is battling with Dave and Calvin at the moment because they pitted early for the hards, very early. So Ibo is kind of right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
But Kieran able to get past Dave. We're going to see if Ghost can get past now. He's having a luck down the inside. He's not going to make a move though. Thinks better of it.
And then slightly further up the grid, possibly might see a battle between Smitsky and Ryan Beeston.
And Jasper setting the fastest lap. So Jasper right now with that fastest lap bonus point. As Muppin gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's not been a good day for Muppin, is it?
No. Definitely not been a good day for that racing point.
Got quite a few battles going on. We got this one now between Ghost and Raj, and behind we got Calvin and Ibo going side by side. And then Don steering wheel there.
Passing Ibo.
So Ibo now dropping outside of the points. And with Ibo having to make that pit stop, I don't know, he's going to be hoping for a safety car at some point to bring him back into it.
Yeah. He'll be hoping for a safety car in probably somewhere between 3 and 5 laps from now.
So on board with this four-way battle for 7th place, there's a yellow flag in sector 2 somewhere. We got Ryan B catching up to Smitsky.
Craigie has spun and lost his entire front line.
Ah,
and
that might do
Muffin
it.
has retired.
I'll tell you what, we got a few close battles out on track. We got Ryan B and Smitsky. And we got Kieran, Dave, Ghost and Raj. So we're going to see first if Ryan B can get this move done. Into turn 1, he's going to stick to the outside. Smitsky covering the inside line. Round the outside goes Ryan B. And
He's
he
made the move.
gets it done. But
He
is
goes for
Smitsky going to come
DRS to
back in?
help him defend into 3.
Yep, and Ghost Recon picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his chances at the moment.
And also
Oh, he's
Dom's
gone for a late dive
back.
on Dave.
Not quite able to pull it off, however.
I'm not sure if that was just reaction to Dave breaking maybe slightly early to not hit Kieran. It's easily done when following people.
Yeah, it's quite easy to see an opportunity that isn't quite there.
No, not that. When you're following someone, and obviously sometimes you brake a little bit earlier than you normally would to make sure you don't go into the back of them, and then the car behind reacts quickly to try it down your inside or something.
Dave now with the 3-second time penalty. I've seen quite a few time penalties here, surprisingly.
Yeah, we've seen a fair few. But Kieran at the moment, he is struggling to pull away from Dave, Ghost and Raj. Ibo getting past Calvin Christian to get back up into the points. He does go off
completely missed
circuit.
turn 1. Yeah. Now you're saying Kieran's struggling to pull away, but I think that just shows how strong DRS and Slipstream are at this track.
Yeah, as
And
Craigie has retired.
And Slayer has also gotten past Ibu.
Ghost gets a good Ghost gets a good exit out of turn 8 as they go through 9 and 10. Ghost looking for a better slingshot onto the straight.
Yeah,
he does
got a good exit from 10 as well.
He's got a good exit. He needs to get this move done.
Enough.
He's tried it.
For it. Not quite able to do anything at 11. Let's see if he can.
He's gone sweeping around the outside. Dave, I think he's clipped that curb.
He hit the inside curb.
Oh, is he Don steering wheel? Very lucky there. So Dave now he's dropping all the way down to 13th. But now Kieran has that gap now. He hasn't got to worry about people with DRS behind him.
Yeah, but it just depends on how long he can keep that gap for.
As Ghost and Raj.
Yeah, I think if Raj gets past Ghost, Raj will probably leave him behind. But that also just depends on if Ghost lets him past at all.
Nah, these guys are racing for position.
Yeah.
There's no chance anyone's going to let anyone past. I mean, probably the only people that would be like, I'm not in the same race as him, so I'll let him pass, would probably be Calvin and Dave and Ibo, who has now come into the pits for his set of mediums. But, towards the sharp end, Jasper has been closing in on LFC. As we got Ryan B versus Meh Ryan. So we got the battle of the Ryans once again.
Yeah, these two drivers seem to not be able to get enough of battling each other.
We got Raj getting past.
Yeah, Raj getting past Ghost Recon into 13. And Calvin Christian picking up a time penalty as Slayer gets past him, also at turn 13.
No move there from Ryan B. What about Ghost Recon? Is he going to make a move? Down the
Moving to
inside
the
he's going to
inside.
go. Goes deep. Raj gets the
Raj
switchback.
not quite able to. Wait, still side by side.
Looked like Ghost had the DRS then.
Yeah, he did. Raj got a nose ahead out of turn 2.
I think that might have just hindered Raj making that defensive move there to get back past on Ghost.
You're watching Battle of the Ryans, now Ryan going really defensive into turn 11.
Mir Ryan getting up on the curb a little bit there.
Yeah, Ryan a bit wide going through the S's at the end of sector 2.
Right, which
Again, going
Ryan?
defensive on this trip. Mayor Ryan.
Ah. Do you know what, I think we should just say M Ryan and Ryan B.
Yeah. I mean, you could also just ask one of them to change their name, but I don't think that's likely to happen.
I mean, that's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. It looks like Raj has got past Ghost though. DRS on start-finish straight.
Yeah.
See if Ghost can get past in the second gear, in the first DRS zone even.
Yeah, but he's got him locked on the inside into turn 4. A little bit of wheel
Getting
banging.
but
They're still going to be side by side.
I think Ghost's gonna. Yeah, does.
Yep, Ghost able to hold it. And the gap between LFC and Jasper is now down to 1.4 seconds.
You know, LFC will probably be thinking of either pitting, I would guess, this lap or next lap. We'll just have to see.
The
Not
problem
picking
is
this
now,
lap.
LFC is going to come out behind Smitsky.
Yeah. But LFC
Raj
will
picks up a
also
3
have
second time penalty.
the option of taking soft tyres if he has a fresh set anyway.
Yeah, that is true. You don't think he's trying to take those mediums to the end, along with Maga?
I don't think they'll last.
I don't
I
either.
mean,
But
because on a 12 lap stint like LC's done now, that's getting to about 70% tyre wear.
yeah, I know. I mean, both LFC and Maga have been known for doing some very out there kind of strategies in the past, but this would actually be incredible if they do. They're going to be a lot slower than everyone else, but it'd still be incredible.
Yeah, but I think even if they're thinking about trying to stretch those tyres out, they'd probably be faster just jumping into the pits for a fresh set of rubber.
Yeah.
And Ryan B is still all over the back of the other Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just going on board with LFC to see if he's going to pit. He stays out. Maga staying out.
I wonder if they are actually going to try and run these tyres for longer. I mean, I would have assumed if they were going for mediums onto mediums again, that they would have pitted before now. By the way, they're going to try and somehow get those tyres to the end
Ryan
before
B getting past Mir Ryan with DRS.
Let's just see if he can hold it through this other DRS zone here. Yeah, he's managed to hold it.
Okay, lovely stuff. And now Jasper is within a second of our race leader. So for the first time in a long time, Jasper now has DRS.
And for the first time in this race, I think, or one of the first times anyway, someone has DRS off of LSC.
Might be right there.
And I know he had to battle past a couple of cars, but I'm not sure if any of them ever had the chance of DRS off of him.
Well, if LFC is going to pit, he's got to do it this lap.
Yeah. And yes,
And yep, he's in.
I would guess for soft tyres. Maka is not pitting. Obviously his tyres are slightly fresher than LFC's were. And yeah, it appears like LFC is going on soft tyres.
Okay, so he's gone from soft, medium, soft. As Ryan B sets a new fastest lap, which will surely be broken by LFC.
Yeah, and like you said, LFC coming up behind Smitsky. So if he's wanting to get back into the lead of this race, he's got a lot of work to do, as Raj and then Ghost immediately after him both break the fastest lap.
And I was going to talk once again, the two Ryans having another little battle into turn 1, side by side in turn 4. But me and Ryan able to keep it ahead of Ryan B for the time being.
Got Dave coming into the pits for a fresh set of soft tyres after running his hard tyres for quite a few laps.
I mean, I think that's roughly the pit stop window for Dave, because he did pit very early on those hards. As Raj has left the session.
Disconnected. Let's Ghost up into 8th.
That's heartbreaking for Raj. Hopefully he can get back in ASAP, but if not, I think that means he's just going to drop down all those positions. But right now, Jasper is in the driving seat.
Yeah, Jasper with a nice 3.5 second lead over Maka, who probably has to pit again.
As the two Ryans once again swapping positions. I'm just looking at that on the gap to leader, just seeing how quickly LFC is actually gaining time on Jasper, and it's not really that quick.
It's not gaining time all that quickly at all.
I mean, now the gap is starting to come down, but you gotta think that, what was it, 7 laps including the lap that we are on right now left. He needs to be taking.
If LC wants to catch up, he basically has to catch 3 seconds a lap.
Yeah, he needs to be going a lot faster than this. Meanwhile, the battle for the podium is heating up with the two Ryans, and effectively what they're going to do is bring Smitsky, and you got to think LFC is going to get involved soon.
LFC's within DRS and Smitsky now, so LFC is definitely going to get involved in that battle ahead. It is Benson if he drags Smitsky with him, I think. And Ebo
as he goes completely off track in the final corner.
LFC was fastest lap.
Yep, Ryan versus Ryan once again into turn 1. And Raj has rejoined, but he has lost the position to not only Ghost, but he's also lost it to Don.
And he's even fallen outside DRS
and his AI is pitted.
His AI is pitted, yeah.
His AI is pitted. I mean, at least he can go for fastest lap, I guess, but...
Yeah, and he's not going to lose another position from that pit stop unless he can quickly regain control of the car. Dave
As
now
Dave
sitting
actually goes
fastest lap.
fastest now. Do you know what, I
Yeah,
completely missed it because I was too busy looking at
yeah.
Raj's name, but LFC
LC
got
got past.
past.
Yeah, and he's gapped him by over a second already.
Yeah, and he's almost in DRS of the two Ryans, and now he is. No, he's not. Now he is.
It's just Steve Maka coming round last corner. Is he going to pit? No, Maka's still staying out.
Maka's stretching us to the end.
Yeah, it's going to be a struggle from here though, because those mediums are 15 laps old. I mean, I'm not expecting it, but it's not out of the question for Maka to come out of this race with a puncture.
Well, Maka more than LFC has been one known for, you know, these type of strategies, and the two Ryans are banging side pods again, and LFC going to make it 3 wide. He's gone down the inside of
He's trying
Ryan,
to, and he
but
spun off the
LFC
back wheel of Ryan. Yeah.
that is not good for LFC. That is his chances of catching up to Jasper completely disintegrated. I mean, they were slim anyway, but it's completely disintegrated now. And speaking
Still
of
possible for LFC to come out of this with a podium, however.
yeah, however, I'm just going to say right now, 10.4 seconds is the gap from Maka to Ryan. Ryan is battling with Ryan B. Maka could go full economy full economy mode and save his tyres the best he can.
Yeah, he's probably still fairly safe.
The only thing that could really hurt Maka is if he got a puncher.
Yeah, and obviously we can't tell how worn his tyres are, so we don't know how likely that is.
Ryan B down the inside again.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a late decision from him.
Obviously trying to catch Ryan unawares with that, but didn't work.
He's going to try around the outside of turn 4.
Turn 3.
Ryan holds it. And Smitsky is getting very close in there as we got Mark in the chat now.
And
so
Mark
I think
cheating on Jasper yet again.
I think
D2 race is over.
Yeah, the first thing we got to ask is, did you win, Mark?
Good point. We need to know for science.
I think this would be Jasper's very first win in LOE. If he's able to pull it off.
It is, yeah.
And I know this would be Mir Ryan's first podium if he's able to hold on to you.
Yeah, I mean, he's only taken part in one race before now.
I'm not sure about Maka. I think Maka's got a few podiums from the old PRL days. I'm not sure.
Nah, I'm pure helpful to interrupt him, but I don't think he has any LOE podiums.
Ryan B closing in again with DRS. This has been a battle that's been waging on for ages. The battle of the right ends as LFC gets past Smitsky behind.
Ryan B gets past Ryan.
And
maybe?
the side by side. And looks like Ryan B holding it. And there goes me, Ryan.
Yeah,
he's lost the back end. LFC's going to get through.
No,
Smitsky's going to get through.
Contact. That's LFC up into 4th. Yeah, but I think unless something disastrous happens, Jasper's got this in the bag. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm not you. She said that he'd crash.
How dare you?
Are you gonna refute that?
I mean, I don't want to in case it happens. But right now, obviously the gap between Mark and Ryan B is closing down, but
The gap between Ryan
2
B and
laps to
LC
go.
not changing that much. I mean,
Ah,
LC's
you are
gaining
right.
in the corners, but I think Ryan, other than getting better runs, I think Ryan B's car might actually be a bit quicker.
Well, this is going to be interesting now coming on to the final lap, because if LFC can just get some decent runs out of the corners,
Well,
all
all
4 of these
LC really
guys,
needs to do is make up a tenth or so he can get DRS.
yeah, then we're going to
Gets
have 3
DRS,
guys
then
with
he'll
DRS.
drag himself on, yeah.
And I don't know the situation with penalties. I think I've seen Ryan
But
B's
some
name
people
called
have
up there.
penalties, other people don't have penalties. No idea who does though.
Does Maka have a
Yeah,
penalty?
possibly, but LFC is within DRS of Ryan B now.
Oh, just gone on board with Jasper, give him a bit of screen time because he is leading this race.
I'll just keep watching the battle in case something happens.
That's right, I've gone back to the battle. You know.
Yeah. You don't want to give him too much screen time.
Well, the thing is, he does need a little bit of screen time. The thing is that this battle is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This run into turn 1 is going to be like, it's going to be one of the few. Oh, Mark has got a 5-second penalty. That is.
That.
Has he got a puncher?
And Mark is.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, and he crashed into the pit wall. Marker crashed into the pit wall.
So, Ryan B now in second. Now let's see in third.
Yeah, this is...
Now, this has...
This battle's suddenly heating up even more.
Yeah, this has got all the ingredients to be an absolute belter as LSC goes down the inside of Ryan B. And Mir Ryan holding it from Smitsky.
Yeah, but LC not quite able to get the move done. That's not the last chance he's going to get this lap.
No, he's going down the inside into the hairpin. He's had a little luck.
Yeah. Trying to get a better exit, but not quite able to as Ryan B sort of cuts them off.
It's a lovely camera angle there from Co-Masters give me. I love looking at the rear wheel. As here we go now.
With DRS, can LC make the move here?
Down the inside.
Gone up the inside, but Ryan B again holding that position.
Ghost Recon was able to get past Kieran, but we got to stick on this. Oh no, LSC's in the wall. Out. He's done exactly right, and Ryan's gone as well.
Ryan's gone too.
Ghost Recon, is he going to get into 4th again?
And we completely, because of that, we completely missed Jasper crossing
I'm so sorry, Jasper.
Yeah.
But Jasper picks up the win.
I'm sure if he re-watches this, he'll understand why we missed it. Ryan B coming home in second.
Ryan B in second. Smitsky back on the podium once again.
Now let's see, with penalties. No, Ryan stays 4th.
No, he gets to 3rd.
That does it. Only just.
Ghost Recon gets 5th.
12,000th of a second separating Ryan and Smitsky.
Yeah, and that is as close as you are going to get.
Yeah.
Don Steamwell gets 6th, Slay in 7th. Kieran, I think, must have lost it and dropped it somewhere because he was there with Ghost Recon and now he's down in 8th place, and we've got Dave coming across the line in 9th. Raj, who finishes in 10th, and he's going to be a little bit disappointed, though it's not entirely his fault that he disconnected and his AI decided that he wanted the pit.
So with LFC crashing, I believe it's probably what he probably went far enough in the race to still get some points from that at least.
Well, here's the thing. The 2 guys behind him, Ibo and I think Calvin Christian, were both lapped, and LFC wasn't. So I'm not sure whether LFC gets the point because he did complete 90% of the race, or whether he doesn't. I'll have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to ask Mark about that one.
Yeah.
But Jasper getting his first ever win here in LOE. Massive congratulations to Jasper of that.
Yeah, and don't forget the two Ryans who joined him
Yep,
on the podium.
it's a double Ryan podium, and after the battle and these two done, I think they'll both be happy with a double podium from. And then we got Smitsky in fourth. Ghost Recon's going to be disappointed with the contact he had earlier with Ryan B.
Looking in the stream chat, Maka doesn't seem too happy with Jasper's driving. Saying that he needs to learn how to race.
I mean, I didn't have time to go for the rest of the the order. What was it on the stream? Let me just rewind that back a sec. Right, so who did we have? Right, so we had Ghost in 5th, Dawn in 6th, Slayer in 7th, Kieran in 8th, Dave in 9th, Raj in 10th, LFC classified in 11th. I'm not sure whether he keeps that because he did DNF, but it was on the final lap. He did exactly what he done last season with 2 corners to go. And then, of course, we got Calvin Christian in 12th. Ibo just outside the points in 13th. And then Maka, who... I mean, it was a very bold strategy from Maka.
Yeah, and not quite able to pull it off.
Nah. I think it was that mistake. It was that one mistake where he just dropped like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he got that 5-second time penalty.
And then it all ended with, I believe it was his puncture that caused him to drift into the pit wall when he tried to make his stop at the end. It was just unlucky there for Marco.
Yep, either way, massive congratulations to Jasper on his first win, and to both Ryan B and mate Ryan for getting the podium. I can't remember who got the fastest lap. I'll have to have a little look back later, but yeah, there was too much action going on. Apologies to Jasper for not watching him cross the line, but when you watch the stream back, you'll understand. But until next week, I've been Mike, joined with Ghost Recon, and we'll catch you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not Ghost Recon, but sure.
Oh, sorry, but
it only took you a season and a half to call me Ghost Recon.
Look, I'm used to dealing with Ghost Recon, okay? I miss Ghost. I heard Ghost commentating in T3 earlier. I miss Ghost. I've been joined by Tan. Until next time, guys. Have a good one. And peace out.